Hi, everyone. It's been a long time since I've made a video. It's been a long time since I've sat on this couch, turned these lights on, put this computer in front of me, and talked about a movie or talked about anything lately. Um, how long's it been? About 4 months now? 5 months, maybe? It's been a long time since I've sat on this couch and talked about a movie. Um, Some of you have probably even been wondering, where have you been for 4 months? What have you been doing? Well, how come you aren't making videos? Like, you used to doing a lot, and now what happened? Well, um, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I say that pretty damn lightly because at the same time I do know. And the reason I say I don't know is because it's for multiple reasons. It's for a bunch of reasons why I haven't been doing this. Now, the last video I made was talking about Dexter, and I believe it was season 6. I still have my notes somewhere on the other seasons that I never talked about. And that was back in September. I don't even think it was September. I think it was August, which tells you how long it's been. I can't even remember how long I've not been making a video. Um, I've been wanting to make videos for a long time now, but time has been horrible to me lately to where since school has started back in September, late August, excuse me. Um I kind of ran out of time to do this. I had no energy. I had no time to do this. I've been going out and spending time with a lot of people. I was with a lot of people that aren't really in my life anymore. So, yeah, and I need to kind of learn to not go out with so many people so much because I've been going out with my stepfather a lot, which I love the guy, but maybe I need to stay here for a little bit and do this. But yeah, that's kind of a reason. I've just been really exhausted from school and work, and when you got to do 8 hours of school and then 3 hours of work, that's kind of really exhausting and that kind of beats you and kind of gives you no energy to do anything and gives you no energy to really want to be able to sit down and make a video, which sure, it might not sound like a lot of work, but when you really put effort into it and you actually want it to be a good quality for people that actually enjoy the videos and for someone who like me who actually cares about what the quality looks like so it's actually a good product when you put it out there and on the internet, it's a lot. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of time, and it takes you a lot of time because I've started getting into this rhythm of when I talk about videos and when I do movie reviews and stuff like that. I have that certain scheme of I try to do it at least daily. And one of the other reasons I haven't been doing it, and I talked it very briefly back in the beginning of August, technically of last year, because we're in 2026. So Happy New Year, everyone! I guess I should have started off the video like that, but I talked about it back in August, the beginning of it. Unfortunately, I live in this little small town, I guess you could say. I live in the little state of Montana, and where I live in Montana, my theater is officially closed. Now, I don't know the exact reason. There was something about my brand of the theater here, something like that. It was Golden Ticket Cinemas, which isn't the best, but it got me to the theater, and I really enjoyed going, and I do miss it a lot. The company that kind of owned it, or someone that wanted it, said that they didn't want to be here anymore. They didn't want to have their product here, or something like that. And it was part of our mall, which is being taken down and something else is being put there. I don't know what's being put there just yet. And I think it's like I think it's like a grocery store, maybe. I don't know. I don't know why I struggled saying that. But getting off topic here, since the theater is closed, it's kind of hard to do movie reviews because the way I do movie reviews is whatever new movies coming out, a part of a franchise or anything like that, I like to go back, watch the other movies before the newest one, watch them and review them and get the video out. and then at the very at the, after I watch the new one, kind of talk about it a little briefly on a little 60-second video on TikTok, and then upload it to the YouTube Shorts, and then I'll do a ranking of the whole series of the whole franchise, something like that, pretty much. And then I also like to do things to where I gather up all of the new movies that I watched during that month, like the newest releases of that month, say like April, all the newest movies that came out of April. I'll get them together and I'll rank them all to worst to best. Kind of do like a little pre-ranking of my top 10 worst, best, disappointing, surprising of the year, which I couldn't do that this year because once again my theater was closed. Now, sure, could I have just done streaming? Yes, but that is not the same experience, and plus movies take longer to get to streaming. So, I can't really do that, and I don't really want to do that to where I'm like, well, I don't get enjoyment out of that. I didn't make this channel because of that. I made a channel because I loved going out to the theater, I loved watching movies, and I loved doing that. That was my whole personality basically growing up, and that's my whole personality now, but I can't really do that when a theater is closed. So I don't get the same enjoyment out of just simply streaming a film and then reviewing it on my channel and then basically taking longer to do that over others, which sure I shouldn't really care about other content creators, but I for some reason want to be able to match up with them for some reason. Well, I shouldn't say match up because it sounds like a contest, which it isn't by any means, but I don't like being the last man up in a way. So I like to be on the same wavelength and be at the same time because then the hype kind of drops down for that movie. Say, like I don't know, FNAF 2 or something like that. That movie came out at the beginning of of December or whatever, and it's been what, a full month since that movie came out. I would basically be late to the party watching it because everyone's already discussed that movie. Everyone's already talked about that. All the hype for that movie's already dead. No one's talking about it. No one on the internet, no one on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, wherever the fuck you go on social media, no one's talking about it. So if I were to sit here and talk about it, it's just be like, oh, that's kind of dead. Why should I care or whatever? Which that's just how I roll, basically. And since that is happening, I am trying to find ways to go to a different theater because the closest theater to me is a half hour away, but it's not a very good theater. It only plays one movie, and it's for the biggest movies. Like right now, I'm pretty sure it's playing Avatar. So I want to be able to. Excuse me, I want to be able to drive somewhere to where it's playing more movies so I can actually watch more movies, but unfortunately, I'm not at the age to where I can just drive wherever the fuck I want because a dick won't let me drive. He knows who he is. But because of that, I do want to try and find different ways to watch the movies that isn't streaming because I want to be able to go out to the theater. I want to be able to experience the hype of watching a new movie. Like, I didn't bother to do my top 10 most anticipated movies this year because I most likely won't be able to watch them when I want to. Because, well, if I just have to wait till they're streaming, then I'm gonna have to wait forever. Other than what I can just drive to a theater and just spend money watching that. Like, why do I don't want to sit at home and just wait another month or two for it to come out on streaming and then pay it $20 just to watch it once, pretty much. Like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, for me, for my theater, it was pretty cheap to just to go to the theater and watch it opening night. For like a ticket, it was like 8.50, and then I'm gonna have to pay $20 just to stream it. No, I don't want to do that. That's not fun. I don't want to do that. And like I just said, I don't want to do that. It's not fun. It's not enjoyable for me at least. So although I am gonna try and do that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hopefully I'll figure it out. I don't know though. However, since I'm not really able to do that, I do want to try and do other things, really. So, sure, I do have to finish up the Dexter review series. I have not finished that up yet. I stopped at season 6 and I still got 4 seasons to talk about, I'm pretty sure, with season 7, 8, New Blood, and Resurrection. I don't really want to talk about Original Sin. I'll get to that at some other point in my life, I guess. I want to try and do other things on my channel. I want to be able to explore different things. I want to be able to try out different things. And I have some ideas, but I don't know if I'm going to go through with it. For instance, I am a person that loves sports. I love the sport of football and I love the sport of basketball. And I don't really watch baseball or hockey or any of those other stuff. Those stuff don't interest me. I'm a basketball guy and a football guy. And my teams are the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Lakers. Those are my two favorite teams on basketball and football. and I want to be able to create football content. I want to be able to do that. People that kind of inspired me to do that, and people who I've kind of watched over the years, and since my theater is now closed, and I'm trying to come up with new ideas what to make for videos so I can do this more and get more enjoyment out of it. People that inspire me are people like Tom Grossi or Brandon Perna from That's Good Sports. Those two people inspire me to do sports now. And I want to be able to try and do that, but I feel like I'm kind of late to the party now because the playoffs are just now starting for football, which I believe they're starting on the 10th, I believe they said today. And basketball, I don't really know how you can make videos on that because football is much easier to talk about over than basketball because what I want to do is like predictions, power rankings, and breaking down videos maybe like Tom Grossi does. But I don't know though. I'm not too sure yet. Again, these are just things I want to try, but I don't know if I'm gonna go through with it. I'm thinking about it, but I want to see because I do want to be able to do movie reviews again and do that and being able to be in that group once again because I miss doing that. Like it really hurt me, which I know it's corny just to say this, but it really hurt me to not be able to do my top 10 worst, best, disappointing, surprising, and all of those things at the end of the year and do in the beginning of this year because those were my favorite things to do at the beginning of every New Year's. Talk about my favorites and least favorite movies of the year, and unfortunately, I just wasn't able to watch many movies to do that, and it's a shame. Because I loved doing that, and I just wasn't able to because I didn't see that many movies. Sure, again, I could stream it, but I don't have all the money in the world just to stream like a shit ton of movies just before the year ends. I was able to do that with the theater because I was able to pay only like $9 a ticket, and here I'm gonna have to pay like just to watch maybe two movies. It's gonna cost me like $60, which I think is a ripoff. And another thing that I do want to try and do, but I think it would be a little harder for me because I'm more focused on it. Is doing video game reviews. I love video games. I grew up playing video games. I grew up with the PS3. I'm a PS5 guy. I do have an Xbox, but if you any game you can get on the PlayStation, any game you can get on Xbox, you can get on PlayStation now because basically Xbox gave up. And if you ever paid attention here in the corner, those were all PlayStation 3 games and 4 and 5 games. I've moved a few of them because uh, another thing that's stopped me from doing videos is because I am going to be getting a new bedroom. Over the last 3 years, my dad and we have been working on an addition to our home. It includes three bedrooms, an addition to the kitchen, and a basement. I'm going to be in the basement. My two siblings have two of the rooms, and my dad and stepmother have the other room, and then I'm going to be moving down in the basement. And the last few weeks, I have been moving things out of my room. The room that I'm currently in, this is my bedroom, believe it or not. I've been slowly been moving things out. There's a lot less things out there over here in the corner. Behind the camera and stuff like that, you never see that area because I don't really show it. You did see this part of the wall before I moved this couch here to where I thought it'd be easier to make videos this way, and I'll continue to do it this way for a while. Um, I've just been moving things out, and those games were part of it because I moved my PlayStation 3 out, and I got a new TV in here. It's a nice 50-inch TV that I really enjoy. I've been enjoying it the last 3 days now. And so, yeah, that's been another reason why I haven't really been doing much, but I got off topic talking about video games. So, I love video games, and I do want to try and do video game reviews, but I don't know how I'm going to do that because the way I do movie reviews, I watch the movie, obviously, which should be self-explanatory, and I make a little notebook and I break it into sections with positives, mixed, and negatives. I write down my thoughts, and when I'm making the video, I put the notes right next to me. I look at it, whatever category I'm in. I see the little notes that I put down to where I know what I mean by that, and then I just read it. I put a little summary of it basically right here, or a little snippet of what I'm talking about, and then I go into full detail in the video. Now, that's harder for a video game for me because I'm actually sitting there actually enjoying the game, and it's kind of weird to just kind of sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna write this down for my video or whatever." Like, I don't know if that could work, but I do want to try it. But I don't know. Again, these are just things that I'm thinking of doing. I don't know if I'm going to go through with it because I do want to continue doing movie reviews. That is what I built my channel around, and I don't want to I don't want to go down a different path just because my theater closed or whatever, and just because um that just doesn't work out or whatever. Like, I want to continue doing that, but adding some new things since my theater is closed so I can be able to make videos again. And this is something I talked about, I believe, in June. Another reason why I kind of quit making videos is that I lost motivation. Um, I talked about this pretty briefly back in August. The last year now, I believe, yeah, like basically a full year, I have had a lot of mental issues. I have not been okay mentally for a while. I have been going through a lot. I started to get better slowly, but then shit would just basically happen. I just tumbled down again, and I would not feel like myself. I I just didn't have the motivation like I used to. Um, it all started back at the end of November of 2024. So I'm gonna have to get used to the fact that we're in 2026. That's fucking wild to think about. Jesus Christ. But I kind of lost myself at that time, and I was getting better early last year. Now around this time, I was still in a pretty bad state, but I was slowly getting better, and just nothing was clicking for a while. And I went to therapy for a little bit, and I started to get better, but then more things happened to where it just got worse, and I thought about doing some bad things. I did not go through with it, thankfully, because there was a lot of people there for me. Um, I started going to therapy again over the last 2 months, and as of right now, I feel like I can confidently say that this is the best I have felt mentally for a long time. Now, I still have some minor issues now. I do still have some things bothering me. I do still have some things that are not just right yet. I am a little bit insecure about myself, so that's probably a reason why it's not doing so well maybe at sometimes, but I feel like as of right now, this is the best I feel mentally, and I feel like that is why I decided to finally make this video. I've been wanting to make this update video for a while, but I just didn't know when, and I thought, oh, I'll do it at the very beginning of the year. So, new year, new me. So, yeah, I don't know. That's where I've kind of been. That's what's been kind of going on. Um, I don't know when's the next time you're going to see me. I don't know when I'm going to make another video. I don't know what video I'm going to be making. Either it's a movie review, a game review, something about sports. I don't know. I don't know what the next video is. And I don't know when the next time I'm going to sit in front of this camera and talk to you guys again. And I don't know. It's going to be it's going to be a wild year, I feel, because I don't know what I'm going to do. But yeah, I guess we'll see. I guess I'll see what I'll do. See what the new year has in store for me. But time will tell. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Thank you all so much for actually spending the last 20 minutes watching this video. I really hope you guys, I really hope I didn't make this video as long as I hope I did. But, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, like it. If you love to subscribe to the bell notification so you'll get notified for my latest video, for whatever that video will end up being. Keep on the lookout for whenever I do post again. And as always, see you all next time.